Welcome, my peace, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It would be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peace, my peoples. So let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Miami, Season 1, Episode 1. Welcome to Miami. So we start off with, Trick Daddy. Did you see Trick Daddy? Trick Daddy was like, yo, you got to give Trick Daddy mad props because, with, his illness, his skin, and having to put on all that makeup and his gold teeth and everything that has changed over the years for him, not in such a positive light, but he's out here representing and he's on TV, whether people's going to judge him and make fun of him or say things about him. But, he's doing his thing. I think he has lupus, right? I think it's lupus, and he's out here, he's just representing, he said his comments about frying chicken. I'm over it. So anyway, so let's start off. Let's start off with, Amari, whatever her name is, Niagara. Basically, she wants to be a crossover singer, and she's doing really good. Her music did sound good. Her music did sound all right. She has an afro, she's down or whatever, and she's singing, and basically she embraced her Latina, her blackness, and basically she's not blind to where she comes from or who she is or what's in her DNA. She knows that she has some melanin in her skin, basically. So she's out here trying to represent, and basically she wants both audience. She wants American audience, she wants the Latino audience, she wants black girls to support her too as well. She want Moorish girls to support her as well. She want melanin girls to support her as well. So she's trying to, and she probably wants Caucasians to support her as well, because a fan, having fan and people support you, especially being an artist and being a crossover artist, that's what she's looking for or whatever. And so, she likes to bring her mom everywhere she goes. She likes to bring her mom on dates. And so basically she hooks up and she meets up with Young Hollywood. Young Hollywood don't look so young. And so basically, he's a producer and she's supposed to meet up with him, but she brings her mother on a date. He feels like, yo, why you bring your mother? Why are you worried about it? If more mothers go, even though, she's a grown girl or whatever, but like when these kids start off in the music business or the entertainment business or things like that, parents need to be tagging along, because we know what's out here in these streets, these Hollywood streets, these music streets, the entertainment streets. So it's so important to have an adult around you, to have someone that has your back, basically, or especially not a parent trying to sell you or whatever. So anyways, he's not feeling that the mom came, and the mom is not feeling him. She was like, I thought you was Lil Wayne or something. So the mom read him quickly, and that's why she said she brings her mom around, because she's able to see things that she can't see, and plus her mother has wisdom, knowledge. She can read people because she's been around for so long and she experienced so much. So it's good to be good to your mother. She takes her mother out, she hangs out with her mother, but she just can't get it twisted, or she won't have a life. So anyways, he's not impressed. He wants to buy the mom a drink. The mom is like, I'm good. So anyways, we get to Gunplay. And one of the reasons why I am watching the show is because I do like Gunplay. Gunplay be dropping some jewels. If you guys ever check out Drink Champs, Gunplay tells you about he was going to be sentenced to life, armed robbery, kidnapping, assault, deadly weapon, and he was already on probation. And then they have videotape of it, because in the place that he went to go do this, that they had cameras and everything. So he was supposed to be going down, and he explains on Drink Champs that the reason why he didn't go down, and he said, he dropped some jewels, and he tells Nori why he didn't get life. So it's like, even though Gunplay is kind of ignorant, he used drugs or whatever, but he does have a little bit of knowledge. He does have some knowledge to him. He does have some sense to him, because that's why he's not facing life. And he didn't snitch on anybody. He went back to his heritage and started using some things. So we introduced to him, and basically he wants to move back to Miami, but he got away from Miami because, he was strung out or whatever. I seen Gunplay on so many different videos, like on YouTube or whatever, a long time ago. Like, he used to just shoot videos of him out walking around doing stuff, and it was so hilarious and funny. Then I seen that one interview where he was snorting coke. Then I seen the video where he got knocked out and he was just passed out. And he's very entertaining. He's not the type of guy that you want to date and bring home to mama, unless you're trill or you're a trap female. And whatever you are, you can be. No judgment here. So, anyways, he's with his new girlfriend, Kiara, or whatever, Kiara. And basically, she doesn't want Gunplay to go back to Miami because that's where his demons are. And that's where, the hoochies are. That's where the groupies are. And basically, she don't want him to go there. But groupies and hoochies are everywhere. But I guess she feels like it has set something off. And plus, she doesn't want him to relapse as well. And he doesn't want to relapse too. So she's kind of iffy and shaky about that. So, yep, she better be iffy and shaky because, Gunplay tried to come off like he was, he doesn't cheat on some of his interviews. But I see that he was lying. He be out here cheating. So, come on, he can keep his penis in his dickies. Okay. All right. And so, he meets up with an artist. Her name is Miami Tip. And him and her, which is Gunplay, used to have a relationship back in the day when she was stripping, and they was doing their thing, and he smashed. It was like, I smashed. Like, his girlfriend ain't gonna see that he smashed. And he also tells his girlfriend Kiara that he's gonna be working with this new artist, and her name is Miami Tip or whatever. But he should have just told her, like, yeah, I used to date her, I used to have sex with her. He should have let her know what's up, because she's gonna find out and she's gonna feel played. And it's like, are you doing this for the show, Gunplay? For real, for real. He was just, Gunplay was like, it's better for her not to know. I was like, why you gotta be like that? She's gonna find out. Why you gotta go there? So, anyways, he doesn't tell her that he used to smash this girl, Miami Tip or whatever. So they had a relationship for a long time. Gunplay and Miami Tip, they know each other for a long time back in the strip club days when she was stripping, but she doesn't strip anymore. She is a rapper now, and she's in the music business, and Gunplay wants to put her on his album. And so we get Gunplay and Trick Daddy. They meet up basically and they talk, and we find out that Gunplay has been knowing Trick Daddy since he was 16, and they on that real brotherly love type of things. And so he asks, Gunplay asks, Trick if he could be on his album. And Trick was like, yeah, and I want you to be on my new album with me and Trina, the two, Trick and Trina, something like that, and Gunplay. So basically they're gonna be helping each other out musically, and they're gonna do their thing. And so then we meet up with Shay. Shay is coming out, and she looked good, she looked different, and I'm here for Shay. Because she got done dirty over there on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So basically, she got another shot. And I like to see Shay on TV and reality TV because she's going to do whatever. She's going to act whatever, whether she's right or wrong. But we see what her part is. Her role this season is try to come in between, Pretty Ricky, basically. And she probably gets along with Pretty Ricky, but that's her thing. She's going to be the divide. And then, Pleasure P is going to be cheating on her and all this other stuff. And we know Pleasure P has some problems. He has some problems out there. He has some mental issues going on out there. But anyways, it was good to see, Shay. So Shay's in the airport. She's walking up. And somebody pulls up with the phantom doors and gets out, put her bags in the car. And it's none other than Pleasure P. And she was like, I got a new man. I got a new body. I got a new face. I got a new this. And I'm here and I'm happy because Scrappy hurt me so bad. I was so depressed. Yeah, right. Shay, don't even be playing like you was. You was like, I can't believe that dude made me lose my check. So anyway, she's with Pleasure P. They're having a good time or whatever. He takes her to her new apartment or whatever. And so basically they haven't been spending no time together because he's on the road and I don't know what she be doing. I don't know how book and busy she is, but anyways, they're dating, and they haven't been together for a while because the road. And basically, this is where we learned that she doesn't like Pretty Ricky. She says, you are pretty, you are Pretty Ricky, like you're the talented, you're the one, you're the all around entertainer, you're this, you're that. She's just praising him like it ain't nobody's business, and basically she just wants him to get. She doesn't want him to have to split up a paycheck. She wants that paycheck to come strictly to her man so he can slide some cash into them pockets. And so anyways, moving on from that, we meet Bobby Lights. Bobby Lights, he's around, and Bobby Light lets us know that he's an all-around entertainer, and he's doing his thing. He's an artist, he's a performer, he's everything, and basically he's gay and all that other good stuff. And basically the doors are slamming in his face because people can't accept who he is. He is from Dave County. He's from the 305 boys. He's from the place that you hear gunshots all the time, 24/7. So he's like, yo, I want people to accept me. And basically we learned that he is Trina's first cousin. They are first cousins. And it's like, oh yeah. And they kind of do look alike. They resemble each other. So basically, he's trying to get on. He's trying to be put on. And that's what he wants to do. He wants to be put on. He wants to be in the business and all this other stuff. And he thinks he's having a hard time with that, basically, because people are not accepting him for who he is. And so um, then we get Bobby. Bobby likes, he goes down to Trina, little performance or whatever, and he gets in or whatever, but they, they check the guests, like act like he wasn't on the list, like they didn't know that he was gonna show up or he was gonna be there. And so then he is them getting into an argument with Alvin. For some reason, him and Alvin don't get along, and like last year they had a fight going back and forth. He calls, Bobby calls them Trina minions and they disrespect him, and he ain't here for it. And so basically when he comes in, he was like, oh, Trina, you're so wonderful, you're so good, you're so that. And she was like, can you calm down, like turn it down a notch? So basically they feel like he's too hyper, he's too out there, he's too up. And they're like, yo, he needs to chill out, relax. So anyways, he starts to talk about Trina and her minions and how they all looking at him and how they all disrespectful and all this other stuff, and he's not feeling it. It's like, yo, why he gotta go there? So anyways, he walks away and he leaves, and but Trina lets him know that she was upset because he disrespected her. He was so all white party and he got on this, he got on all them colors, and he was like, I didn't get the memo. She was like, sure you didn't. I was like, okay. So then we get, baby blue basically, and all of Pretty Ricky meet up and they're talking. So Baby Blue got to get something off his chest. He got to let everybody know that he was mixing up music. He was doing everything in the studio. He was scratching, mixing, producing, and he stayed there all night while Pleasure P only got on the album, only performed his songs and left. So basically he wanted it to be known. So then Spectacular jumped in, was like, yo, you did it because you want to do it, but it's going to be different this time. So they all talk about it. So basically they're going to be going back on tour again, and they're going to do one more last album. So it's good to hear that. And plus their tour, they have a lot of other R&B groups that are on their tour as well. So it's all good. And so then, from there we get to, what is his name? Young Hollywood and, Amara or Niagara. They meet up basically. And he just goes in on like her look. He doesn't really, he wants her to be more Beyonce, less Macy Grace. I was like, why did he go there? And basically he's just like, yo, like, would you be able to change? Would you be able to back it up? Would you be able to wear your hair different? Would you be able to loosen up, be more elegant? She was like, so having an afro is not elegant? He's like, yes. I was like, why did he go there? So like basically his role is to be against her and to put her down and say like, you have to assimilate with society to be put on. You have to change who you are to be what you want to be. So you're gonna have to give a little, basically. And he's not feeling her look. He's not feeling the afro. He's not feeling her wanting to identify as being, African American, Afro American. Basically, it was like, what's different from, what are you calling yourself, an Afro American, Afro sister soul or whatever? Is it because you got an afro? She was like, yo, you're so ignorant. Yes, he is ignorant, and he's probably used to a certain look, and she's not fitting that look. And I did a video about that, about how women can't sometimes just be who they are. They got to change and fit the normal stereotype. Maybe she doesn't want to look like everybody else that's out here now. She's trying to look different. When you look different, you do stand out. Like you like at one point in time, remember everybody was wearing afros, and not afros but faux hawks or whatever. And when you had before, when faux hawks first came out, they wasn't that popular when they shaved the whole side of their head. But whoever had their hair shaved, P Diddy's girlfriend, I forgot, is it Cassidy or whatever, she had that faux hawk or that mohawk or whatever, and she stood out. She was different. This is the same thing that Marie is doing. Amara, whatever her name is, that's what she's doing. And she's trying to be different. Plus, she's embracing who she is, and she's not ashamed of who she is, because she's beautiful, she's gorgeous. And basically, she's not feeling him because, let's talk about music. Why did Young Hollywood have to go in on like her look? Like, why do you change up sometimes? Do you wear your hair this way? Why did he have to be like, also you're pro black, you're pro this, you're pro that? And it was just like he was just being mad disrespectful. I don't know if he was told told to talk like that or to act in that way and behave in that way, but it was just wrong and disrespectful. And it was like, if you this is your first time actually working with somebody, let's get to the music. Let's see her chops. Let's see what she's got. Let's see what she got. Let's see what you guys can produce together, and then work on the looks. First make the music and then make the money, and you can change whatever. Not change, but you can work on maybe soften her up. But she don't want to be softened up. She likes who she is and she's proud of it. And let her be. And she was just like, yo, you know what? I ain't feeling you. And she walked away. He acted like he was gonna apologize or whatever, but he should have just got strictly to the music, and I would have been straight. But he didn't. So it's just all messed up. So, anyways, then we move on from that. We get, Pretty Ricky there on stage or whatever, and guess who shows up? None other than your girl, Shay. She shows up and she immediately goes backstage. She can't get backstage right away, so then she starts to talk, and basically she's going back and forth with, Baby Boy. Basically, he told her that where you get this tired, halfway house looking girl from, like, and she is like, yo, what are you talking about? And she was like, I'm here to support my man. You know why? Because my man is here to make you guys relevant, to make your non-existent career, get back on track, because he is the star. That's why I'm here. Like, she's going way too hard and too much, and he's going to disappoint her and make her look bad on this show. You know it. And so, anyways, we move on from that. And then, but they was going back and forth, and she was like, you shut the hell up, you big fat this, you big fat that, you big fat funky stuff. Like, she was going old school Southern style, like, disrespect. And he was like, yo, who's your makeup artist or whatever? She was like, I'm here. And then, Shay, she gets mad. She gets upset because she feels like, Pleasure P is supposed to be there to support her and have her back. And that's what she's used to, because Scrappy would have never let that happen to her. So basically, that's what she says next episode. And so then her and Pleasure P starts to argue. And then Spectacular comes like, yo, what's up with all the hate? She was like, I ain't hating on you. I got a problem with the dude with the shiny stuff on, with the glittery stuff on, looking like a disco ball. I was like, why is she going there? And it's just like, yo. And so then she starts to argue with Pleasure P because he's not sticking up for her. He's not protecting her, basically. And he doesn't need to, because ain't nobody gonna hurt her. Security is there, and she started the drama in the first place. But he didn't have to say. She just said, I'm here to support my man. He didn't have to say, who this hoe, where you get this hoe from. He didn't have to call her that. But he felt like, she disrespected him, so because it shows up in his watch us while we watch the scenes. And he basically says that, yo, I don't even know her from a hole in the wall, and she's disrespecting me, and she looked good though. I was like, there they go. And so, anyways, then we move around from that, and she leaves. Her and Pleasure P, they say that, hey, I'm done with good then. So then we get Bobby goes to lunch with Miami Tip. Plus, Miami Tip knows Trina, because Trina's actually supporting her career. So she ends up inviting, Bobby Lights to the luncheon or whatever, because she wants him to get put on too as well. And she says she doesn't understand why Trina supports her career but doesn't support his career. So she invites him, and then once he gets there, he immediately goes in like, Trina, I don't know why you don't support me. I don't know why you don't got my back. I don't know why, I'm your family, this and that, and you got your minions disrespecting me. And it was like, hold on, be quiet, calm down. And so then that's when Alvin gets into it, because he got into Alvin the other night before. And Alvin, I think that's his name, Alvin. Alvin was like, you're a loser. You'll never be better than me. You're a peasant. You're beneath me, and you always will be. And so then that's when Bobby Lights touched his glasses, and he was just like, and he threw something. It seemed like it crashed, and white stuff was all over Alvin's face. People done jumped on top of the table. He done went in. Then you got Miami Tip was like, yo, I don't know what's going on, but I don't want him to mess up my opportunity with Trina supporting me. So then Trina and Bobby Lights, they go outside and they start to talk. And then while they are talking, Trina lets him know, like, yo, you gotta act accordingly. Like, I can't let you mess up my brand, mess up who I am and what I built. Like, my people act according, and they act in accordance. And on top of that, they are trained. And he was like, well, I can't be trained. I'm untrainable. And he was like, yo, why don't you help me? Why don't you support me? Your friends should know, your minions. And she was like, first of all, don't call them minions anymore. Yeah, because he starts off with disrespect with the minions. But he is very, very, very extra. And so, anyways, then he is like, he's feeling some type of way, so he was just like, I can't be trained. And he was just like, since I'm your family members, I'm your family, I'm your first cousin. It seems like your staff or your people that you roll with should respect me because I am your family members. They should know. You should put it out there, let it be known that they can't disrespect me like that. And she was like, but look how you be acting, you be wilding, everybody is mellow and you are up here. And he's like, well, whatever. So he was like, you know what, I'm going to make it anyway, whether you help me or not, because I'm doing my thing in the music business as well. So we see that Trina's going to be using Bobby Lights as her drama, as, the person that's going to be in her circle acting up, where she doesn't really have to get out of character or get out of line at all, because him and Alvin are going to be the ones that's going to keep entertainment around Trina. That's what it seems like, but we'll find out how that goes. So the lunch is over and they're gone. And not Bobby, but Alvin, he had all that white stuff on his face. He got caught out there. Like it was nobody's business. And so Alvin was like, I don't even know why you brought him here in Miami. I don't want to be fake and sit at this table and eat with somebody I don't like. I feel you, Alvin. He was real about that. He was like, I don't want to sit at this table and eat with somebody I don't like. Like, I can't have a fake lunch with you. Alvin did throw that glass. That was just like crazy. So anyways, we're gonna see what happens. And so then Trina and Bobby, basically that Trina and Bobby are basically going to be going back and forth. This is going to be crazy. And then we're going to see Joy, which is Trick's wife, and they haven't seen each other in 4 years. And they got some craziness going on. So anyways, that is my recap. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video. Peace. I'm all one love to all my peeps and my peoples, and Happy New Year's.